AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Oh, that's right, Quanah Penn. The vibes are immaculate.
Immaculate.
They told us to calm down. We ain't putting no banners up. So guess what? We ain't dropping no bombs because we tonight because we
Yo, we need to put the banner up. What's wrong with us? We ain't won shit in 50 years. Now we gonna talk about we don't want to put a banner up. We too good for a banner.
Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
Banner up, man.
Hold.
Oh. Beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the elegant. Tory B is in the building, y'all. Big shout out Tory B. What up, baby? Me left. A moment.
He gets on screen now. Hey, Tory B, you know I sent him the screenshot, right, baby? You know I sent him the screenshot. He ain't like
let them have a moment. Look, I ain't a hater. I ain't got to sit around
like
and
watch. I sent him the screenshot.
Yo,
I ain't want to front of him behind his back. So I sent it to him.
I ain't a hater, but I'm gonna stomp all over your Tory B shout out in the middle of a yo. I mean, let me have that moment. Boom. Yo,
Tory B.
Yo, you said hold on. You said at the movies with your girl, and here come AllBall jumping in between y'all in the middle seat. Like, yo, what's going on?
In the middle seat, yeah.
The popcorn.
grabbing the popcorn, and all that. Give me them fucking bonbons.
100% facts. Listen, Tory B, I respect the jokes, but at times I am a little jealous. And just now, I got a little jealous.
Just a little.
But big shout out.
Fish, I was singing Start Spreading the News. No, I was not singing Donkey Shane on the float today. Come on, man. Y'all know what this is. Getting right to it. Hold on. What am I doing? I'm sorry.
Ball suckers. We get a he today. Blue and orange skies.
Never the little one. Biggest, y'all. Good orange and blue one.
Now you know what time it is. I'm just drop the drop.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all. Y'all know the vibes.
I don't mind you doing it over the drop either. That shit sounded fire. When I heard it, when I ran it back.
I'm gonna try it every different way. Pause until you're pleased. Pause. That was crazy.
Pause.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We gotta watch you and Josh Hart now.
I ain't like that. Why you do that? Don't do that, Josh.
Speaking of pause and Josh Hart.
right into it. Pun intended.
Oh, Josh, what are you doing? Josh, what are you doing? Why did you do that? You did that on purpose. Why are you playing? Don't do that.
Yo, somebody.
He's laughing. Yeah.
How hard you are? Whoa.
Look at his face after. He's like, what? No.
He didn't say
Tory,
what.
We gotta talk about this, Tory. No,
he didn't say what. He acted like he didn't do anything.
Yes, he's like, what?
Yo, somebody kept putting on a loop when they watched this. They said, I'm gonna put a thumb in him. Yo, leave Future out of this. Listen, man. We're just trying to update y'all. This is leading to insane things. Even now, the current Knicks injury report is out. And allegedly, Jalen Brunson will miss tomorrow's game with a rear end soreness via Josh Hart.
I never saw this. All right, baby, you wildin' now. You wildin', baby. You wildin', Ray. You wildin' now, Ray.
This is your fault.
Now, Ray.
This is your fault.
Now,
I told you yesterday, John Amici was in the locker room and he said these drill hoopers are more flagrant than the flagrants.
Yo, nigga said the new thumbs up emoji is Josh Hart's face. The new thumbs up emoji is Josh Hart's face, like this.
That dumbass smile. He got that dumbass smile on OG. Nah.
Or that stupid look when he complaining to the refs, like,
right,
oh
like
my God.
Yo, come on, Josh. Be better, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't,
How you calling yourself the roommates? Yo, change the name. Josh, you need to be. What happens when you come late too many times to a practice? Flea, don't they suspend you for like a first half? He needs a first half suspension next game.
He needs something. He needs a scolding, a real scolding. Why does that have to go viral after we win the cup championship?
Exactly. And
come on, Josh.
You know what's crazy? And in all seriousness, right? I know we can have fun, but at times Josh Hart does play too much. Just like, yo, we trying to win a championship. Be a little serious. And at that moment, I'm gonna be honest. Brunson should have smacked fire out of him on national live TV, bro. I mean, you're not my friend no more. I'm being honest. If I'm Jalen Brunson, you're not my friend no more, bro. Sending you a text, yo, dude, I can't play with you no more. Come on, man. To me, he plays a little bit too much. He's joking, is playing.
That was too much. That was too much.
Come on, man. We trying to win a title this season. Stop playing so much, Josh Hart. Real talk.
That's how they play. They call us in 4K. Yo, listen.
I mean, you could put. We might be. I might be going a little bit too far left. But y'all remember Anthony Davis in Kentucky's locker room?
Yeah, that was a little crazy.
Y'all remember? I'm gonna just leave it right there. If you remember the video, you remember it. That's all I'm gonna say.
He niggas playing weird games, but you can't listen.
I never did that. I don't do those things in locker rooms.
He sues the Caucasian. No, the hell it's not. I've never played those games in my life, but some people have. They play these kind of fraternity frat games. That's what they do. I can't be upset if this comes to, hold on. If this is what happens during a fake championship victory, Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson are banned from any post-game ceremonies. I was talking to my brother. He said, yo, if you win the chip, Jalen Brunson might have to wear a chastity belt, bro. During the post.
Keep that nigga away.
If they win a chip, you got to send Josh Hart immediately to the locker room by himself.
Go in the locker room and get drunk. Go get drunk. Go get drunk. Stay away from the stage. Go in the back and drink champagne, nigga.
But you know what, real quick? That's where they talk about where you need veteran leadership in the locker room. Sometimes, because, yo, man, you playing too much. Like somebody was supposed to be seen pulling him to the side and cursing him out. Yo, just imagine you see that happen, and then you got a vet pulling him to the side, cursing him out while everybody else is celebrating on national live TV, and you got Brunson standing there like, yo, bro, stop playing. Like, them games there, this generation is wild. We can go by the way they dress. Now, like I said, the new thumb emoji is Josh Hart. Y'all can have that, man. I think this is crazy.
Y'all wildin', man.
His pops is right there. Listen, Josh Hart ain't no chump either, though. You got it wrong with Dante DiVincenzo. And I don't mean that way. In college, I don't know who won the fight, but I want to know now.
Yeah, they talked about that on the roommates.
No strays. Thank you for your 199. Josh Bosch had a little too much champagne. Nah, it was crazy. My son had the champagne bottle. You remember, OG? You remember the Chris Bosh? You remember the Chris Bosh?
No, I don't want to remember it. No, I don't want to remember that. I do not want that in my psyche. Baby, get the show under control, please, because now I need these things in my mind. We got dumb emojis. We got Chris Bosh. We got Anthony Davis. Get us out of here. This is the Twilight Zone.
Flea with the cherries.
I'm gonna lie, Flea. Boy, did I say it?
He gotta go.
I save him that day here.
He gotta go. He needs a first half suspension. Oh boy, he's over here dropping cherries again. Why is he doing this?
He's a little too excited. Look,
remember he said, "Hold on, I told you about the rules." He said, "Remember the cherries?
Remember the cherries?"
fucking jerk, man.
This man almost ate imaginary cherries on live. Listen, man, y'all do not know how insane that is.
That shit was so crazy. I was like, oh nah. We gotta relax.
So this is a part of these men's locker room gays. All I'm saying, I called it the other day. John Amici was trying to warn y'all that these guys, some of these guys got to come all the way out there.
He said niggas is acting different when the Knicks win. Niggas is behaving different. Niggas winning championship. Sean Wilson said niggas win a championship. Niggas start acting different. Niggas start behaving different.
A championship. That was a championship, please. A fake championship, and your man went crazy. Point to victories. Hey, man. Injuries. The injury report for the York Knicks for tomorrow night's game at Indiana. Carl Anthony Towns, he's questionable. OG Anunoby, questionable knee contusion. Carl Anthony Towns as well with some sort of knee soreness. Josh Hart, come on, what's rectus abdomen? That's too close to the flagrants, guys. What?
Maximus Glucius is hurt.
What? Rectus what? Yo, just put abdomen, man. Jesus Christ. Mitchell Robinson, ankle management. And Deuce McBride is out with the ankle injury, of course. Landry Shaman out with the shoulder. And of course, we're playing a back-to-back game. We're playing at Indiana, then we're flying home for a home game Friday. Both games start at 7 o'clock. That's good for all old ass gray hair time. And that's part of the reason why they're managing these injuries, all ball. I see you scratching your head.
Who do we play Friday on that back-to-back?
Damn it, I just had it. I forgot.
I think Philly.
Yes, Philly. Yes.
So we all know that's the reason why guys are sitting out Indiana. I think it's smart. Guys had, these last couple games has been some tough games. I think kudos to Mike Brown. I think this is kind of he's allowing guys to celebrate the NBA Cup. Get a little rest. And I think, like you said, back to back. What do you rather, Indiana or Philly? I think Philly at home, that's a team we may have to deal with in the playoffs. So, I think guys, throughout the season, we always say this, everybody's always going to have knickknacks and be a little bit injured. But I think, he's allowing guys to celebrate and get a little rest. Because, Philly is going to be a serious game. We already know that's a rival. It's at home. So, the Indiana game, I guess, would be a throwaway. We know Indiana's not in contention for nothing. So to play our guys, knowing that they all may be a little tired, maybe a little bit injured, maybe let them get, some rest, which would be a lot of rest from yesterday, basically 2 days. So I just think it's that, guys is probably a little bit injured, but nah. I think we got to look forward to playing Philly. That's a big game at home against one of our rivals. Look at it like that. I don't think guys are really injured. And this is something that going to have people love Mike Brown once again. I think this is something that shouldn't be looked over. I don't want to keep kicking Tibbs in the dirt. I think that ship has sailed. But a guy like Tibbs, I don't think, he would rest them guys. So, I think this is also, something that Mike Brown is trying to, he's trying to win us over.
Real quick, Flea.
Nick
I'm sorry. But, real quick, Flea, how are you feeling now going from, because you took your victory lap in the summer, but we here now, and this is looking, I think we're all now. AllBall took Mike Brown off the strike list. He got 0 strikes, but we're all now looking forward like, yo, Tibbs would have never done that. He would never had Kolick and Brunson at the end of a game. I forgot it was with 3 minutes left that Brunson turned that ball over at half court, and he put Mike Brown puts Kolick in the game. How are you feeling now, going, by the fact that you were saying we had no plan, and maybe a part of this plan was what the players were complaining about, in minutes management and rotation management, and also the schemes. How are you feeling now about Mike Brown maybe being part of that plan? Maybe not specifically him, but his type of coaching.
No, I think it's like night and day in terms of Tibbs and Mike Brown, just how they approach game plan, their rotations is completely different, right? Mike Brown, the reason that Jordan Clarkson my guy Tyler Kolek, Mitchell Robinson. The reason why those guys could come in off the bench and just give us good minutes is because one, Mike Brown is putting them in position to be successful, right? When you look at a guy like Tibbs, the leash is short. Like, we would have never seen Tibbs. I don't think we called Mike Brown panic mode, but he knew what he had to do in the midst of that situation. My best player, the ball handler, gets the rock, is trying to get it up court. One of their best on-ball defenders gets a turnover. I need another ball handler in the game. I don't think Tibbs would have made that decision on the fly. I just think it would have been, all right, let me trust Brunson not to turn it over again. And he didn't take Brunson out and put Tyler Kolek in. He put Tycho in for, I think it was Bridges, and then let him ride out the rest of the game. I don't think we even spoke about that yesterday, the fact that Mikal Bridges didn't play down the stretch of that game yesterday, right, and he fully trusted Tyler Kolek. I don't see Tibbs ever doing that, right? And so you got to give Mike Brown some love and recognize the huge difference between how he does his substitutions and rotations as opposed to the way we looked last year. Of course, we had our deepest run in the playoffs last year due to guys playing at a high level. And for me, I thought Tibbs coached well. But when we're talking about right now, this is just completely different. There's a complete different trust. There's a complete different approach, right? How the ball moves. There's everything about our offense. And now our defense is starting to pick it up. That's what's impressing me the most. I knew that we was going to be lights out offensively. But, man, the way that we can, like, actually lock in and get stops, like that's what's huge. That's a huge difference. So I love what Mike Brown is doing, and it's completely different than what Tibbs was doing last season.
I've seen Tibbs bench RJ Barrett during fourth quarters. I've seen Tibbs bench Mikal Bridges in fourth quarters last year. That ain't my question. You took a victory lap before the season started, saying the Knicks had no plan, and now we're in the middle of what seems like their plan for you. You think you could just tap dance around the question? How are you feeling right now? Does it look like, short answer, please? Did the Knicks have a plan if this is what it looked like 6 months after they hired Mike Brown?
Mike Brown had a plan. Mike Brown had a plan coming in to wanting to coach. That when he found out this is the roster I'm getting, he had a plan. No, we didn't have a fucking plan. You think I'm gonna walk that back? We hired Mike Brown. Let's slow down now. All right, we won the NBA Cup. We playing good basketball. Don't do this, Fabian. Don't put me in a position to have to do this. All right, I'm here already. Fuck it. What are you talking about right now? No, there was no plan. There was no fucking plan. We're playing good basketball right now, and kudos to the roster and the coach and everybody that's doing well. Kudos to them. But what you thought? The writing was on the wall when we hired him? No, you didn't predict this. OG didn't predict this. OG fired him after 5 games. After 5 games, he was fired. Now you asking me, was this the plan?
He was on
Go
strike
to hell,
too.
Fabian.
He was on strike.
Go to hell, Fabian. Go to hell, Fabian. The nerve of you. The nerve of you.
I've been praying a lot lately, brother. I ain't going nowhere but up. Fuck you talking about.
Yes, sir.
Can I respond briefly, real quick? You know, me and Flea always kind of, disagree, with that as far as not having a plan. And Flea makes a great point when he said that, but I think we did have a plan. I just think the plan that we had didn't fall through, And the next plan was be the best coach available. I think the plan all along was to get Jason Kidd. But it didn't happen. Dallas didn't fall for the okie doke. So I think the next plan was be the best coach that was available, and it was Mike Brown. But Flea makes a great point. And let's not forget, Mike Brown is still in the hot seat. It's just that now I'm starting to like what he's doing, the way he has our Knicks looking. But let's be for real, y'all. We have to be honest. All this is fine and dandy. I'm always going to play devil's advocate. I'm always going to be the hater. Y'all know that. All this means nothing if we're not in the big game fighting for the real trophy. So that's all I'm saying. But what Mike Brown is doing right now, beautiful. But let's see what happens in the playoffs. But I do think it was a plan.
I think now is I could walk things back. I could walk things back when I'm wrong. I can concede some
I
points of
concede all the
view.
time. I concede all the time.
but because now I can't front. Now I'm not gonna front for Flea or anybody else. I did not expect Mike Brown to be listened to. That him in the huddle, yo, pointing and all that. That's a little different than what we saw a month ago. Like I said, all
He
that
broke the clipboard yesterday,
conversing,
right?
huh?
Y'all see him break the clipboard yesterday in the timeout? Broke the clipboard, start bugging, hand gestures, fingers is pointing.
Because something's on the
Saliva,
line.
pause, like it was crazy. He was bugging.
Because all the marbles on. It felt like it was a great game. It was the only game on TV, and we always hear it. The players play differently for nationally televised games, and it was the only basketball game on. So he understood the pressure. He's been there before. You hear Golden State Warriors fans chirping, saying, "Yo, we kept the wrong guy, Steve Kerr. This is the guy we're supposed to keep last night. Look how he's coaching the Knicks." So he's using this experience. He was coaching against his former player, De'Aaron Fox, who they said they were reportedly saying he had beef with, and he's the reason why he got fired. So Mike Brown doing this is utterly surprising, and I got to give him his props. It didn't feel like it was a plan, though. I'm not gonna lie. I could put Flea on the spot, but there's no way any one of us could agree to that, except AllBall. AllBall did say, nah, this is part of the plan. Maybe they didn't get Jason Kidd, but they had A, B, C, and D. For some reason, he got the Leon Rose connect, the Mitchell Robinson trainer connect. I don't know what's going on in the AllBall camp, but he's like he pulling out his Rolodex in his phone. I don't know where he got some sort of inside information. But I'm just major props to Mike Brown for pulling that off, and Tyler Kolek just playing amazingly. But before I get to that real quick, SF Wisdom, we seen you in the comments all the time. Jesus Christ, and there was ever the time to drop a bomb.
SF been around for a little bit. He be commenting, rewatching our stuff. He's here with the lives. I love it. I'm glad you got paid today and decided to become a member.
He's on his Johnny Kemp shit. Yo,
I
give you a little $4.99 on a monthly basis. For the
Give me
monthly.
that $5, nigga. Appreciate you, baby.
God damn it.
Appreciate you, dog. My man.
Can't take you anywhere. What?
Fish, dig in your pockets, nigga. Fuck. Dig in your pockets. Fish. I love you, Fish. I love you, Fish.
Yo, we need a Flea MX drop, man. Jesus Christ. He said that Trump check came through. I ain't shot. Wow. Wildin'.
Look at Fish, my pocket's thin.
Yeah, we know. But your thumbs ain't, because that was mad pause. That was a crazy pause. Wow.
Damn, right? Yo, OG, what's wrong with this? Yo.
Listen, man, I hope I ain't got to be over here.
Yeah.
I hope I ain't got to watch my back with y'all two. Like, seriously, man. What's going on over here, man? My takes, I need to be on the screen by myself. I don't know what's going on with these two today.
So please, these light-skinned dudes with braids, they gotta watch out. They gotta watch out for the 2020.
Oh, the nigga said I gotta watch my back around you two niggas.
Look, I gotta do my takes like this.
Stop,
Listen,
stop, OG. Stop. This nigga said
the Josh Barr special. Yeah, hit him with the HBO.
Oh man. Oh man, that was.
You see some more news here. The Knicks setting trends. The Knicks will not raise the NBA Cup banner at Madison Square Garden, per league sources, according to Ian Begley. The New York Knicks don't want to diminish the accomplishment, but it has bigger goals in mind. Winning the title in June. The New York Knicks are very proud of players and staff winning the NBA Cup and will celebrate players' acknowledged title on Friday, giving home fans a chance to congratulate players, sources said. Sources say a lot. But, this NBA Cup thing, as much as we try to minimize it, AllBall always speaks to how it is to play in New York City, especially done the right way. And a lot of people are feeling it. The NBA Cup banner you see there, the Knicks, they say they're gonna take they're gonna not put the banner up. And then all of a sudden, other teams who have won the same banner, they want to take it down. Come on now.
Might remove that banner now. I think the Lakers might remove that banner now. I think they might remove that NBA Cup banner. It just hit me. They didn't want to do that. They didn't want to put it up. Now that the Knicks are holding this stance, the Lakers would be like, listen, we didn't want to do that. We compromised, and then we got this long white, whatever color this banner is, hanging up there that we don't want up there. You know, let's put it down. I think.
Real quick before I show more evidence of how us winning the NBA Cup is a little different when they win the NBA Cup all ball. What's your thoughts on not putting the NBA banner up and people following suit, or the teams following suit, I should say?
I agree. It should have never been a banner in the first place. For the NBA Cup, you know, the NBA shouldn't allow it to be a banner. You know, for me, I think this is just an opportunity, you know, for guys to get extra money, to have a reason to make the regular season make sense and be meaningful. But there should have never been a banner up in the first place. The Lakers and Milwaukee should have never been allowed to have a banner. But it just goes to show you the Knicks right now, we are the algorithm. I'm gonna say it again. We are the algorithm. I've been saying it for the last couple years. The Knicks are the sexiest, most exciting team in the NBA. And now we are setting a precedent that now we have teams ready to backtrack what they do. It just goes to show you how much power the Knicks have when we are relevant and playing great basketball. But for me, you know, we joke and play, and yeah, you should celebrate accomplishment. You should celebrate, you know, winning extra money, especially for the younger players and the rookies and the guys that don't have those big contracts. But it should have never been allowed to have a banner in the first place. So I don't blame the Lakers and I don't blame Milwaukee. I blame Adam Silver and the NBA. Why are y'all allowing banners to be made up for an NBA Cup? Now, should you celebrate? Yes. What the Knicks did last night, how they celebrated last night with the team on the court, beautiful. But then you leave it at that. It should not be a banner. And I agree. I'm glad we're not putting it up because, listen, we need space. Two other banners, the Eastern Conference champs and the NBA Finals champs. So I love that, you know, our mindset is it's bigger things involved. It's a bigger goal. Yeah, we love it, but fuck that. We want the real banner. But it should have never been a banner made for the NBA Cup. Straight up. The trophy, whatever it is, that's fine. But the banner, that's Adam Silver and them doing too much.
Speaking of Adam
And
Silver, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No. Oh, it's just 10 seconds. The Lakers, listen, I want to bring it around to LeBron, but the Lakers, if y'all didn't want the banner up, why did y'all put the banner up? Did the NBA, I would like to know, does the NBA force the Lakers in Milwaukee to put the banner up, or did you have a choice? Or did your man, in his mind, y'all know where I'm going. Give me, please, mind your business. Let me have my moment. Mind your business,
I didn't say
please.
a goddamn thing.
But you know that's not far-fetched. If they took a vote, I guarantee you his vote was just put that banner up because in his mind, I'm the GOAT.
I got two banners up there.
I would love a source to let us know if we can figure that out one day. The Lakers in Milwaukee, because even now you see with our Knicks, was there a choice to put a banner up? Because it looks like we took the choice of no, we don't want a banner. Did the Lakers in Milwaukee have a choice? And they went, yes, we're putting it up. Lakers, one of the greatest organizations, 17 championships. And you niggas put that up? Question, Flea, nobody is asking. Was there a choice?
There were players in the locker room. They asked them before we won. There was like a divide. I think Josh Hart said to put it up, or McKilberry said to put it up. And you heard Mitchell Robinson in the background like, man, don't put that shit up. So, and of course, there's a conspiracy with the Knicks. James Dolan, he don't get along with Adam Silver. There's always smoke between them. And this is the press conference or the celebration after the NBA Cup. And you see 2023 when the Lakers won, the owner was up there. When the Bucks won, their owner was up there. But when the Knicks won, you see Leon Rose and Mike Brown there, but no James Dolan, who reportedly was there at the celebration, but he wasn't there at the podium to celebrate and show face because there's some smoke with Adam Silver that he's always had, Flea. So, I mean, I know you said put the banners up. You know, I don't know if you heard what AllBall said. Maybe some people said to convince you otherwise.
I mean, in historical fashion, since we've been doing AllBall TV, me and OG don't agree. And that's what makes this show the best show on YouTube, because we ain't gonna glaze each other. We're gonna be on two different ends of the spectrum. I totally understand what he's saying, but for me, it's like, who the fuck are we to be talking about we don't want to put a banner up? The nerve of us. We ain't won shit in 50 years. I just told y'all last night, I'm 38 years old. I've never seen the Knicks won anything significant. So the fact that we won some shit now and we want to celebrate it, and people are saying, you know, if we should put the banner up or not, I think you celebrate everything at this point. Everything is evolving. The game is evolved. Everybody talks about how you got to be able to shoot the three, and the game of basketball at the pro level has just, you know, gone through the roof. But I also feel like if that's evolving, then how we need to look at things needs to evolve as well. The NBA put this NBA Cup tournament in for a reason, because I promise you this, if the Knicks lost last night, we'd be the laughing stock all day long today. We couldn't win the NBA Cup. We ain't shit. You let San Antonio beat y'all. Like, there would have been a whole different narrative if we didn't win last night. We did win. So now I just think it's about building winning habits. This is a win. It's a championship for the tournament that we were playing in. Put the banner up there, because now that just starts the tradition. Because now, guess what? We're gonna raise a banner at the end of the year for the real thing, and we're just going to start tacking on. And now you're gonna look up and you're like, damn, the Knicks win that in-season tournament a couple times. They don't win a couple championships. Like, now we're gonna start looking at how we're putting together a winning track record. So if niggas don't want to put it up, that's fine. I really don't care. But at the end of the day, all it is a representation of winning. It's not going to take away from the fact that, you know, it's some you know, people don't think it's the NBA championship. We know that. My brothers know that. Everybody in the comments know that. But as soon as New York wants to celebrate some shit, it's wrong. As soon as we want to be hyped and happy for our team, it's corny, it's whack. Why are we doing this? What? Shut the hell up. We finally get an opportunity to stand behind our team. And people want to police how we celebrate. Put the fucking banner up. It's starting winning tradition. That's where I stand.
I like the pettiness of James Dolan, if it's true. Going to Adam Silver, they had a lot of smoke, a lot of things taking place in court. They were suing the Raptors. I think they settled that. They got some smoke for just with the MSG as far as finances go. He don't like the whole. They got MSG. They own their own channel, and the NBA is eating into that by, you know, the Amazon deals and everything like that. So he has his own. This is personal and financial business wars going on with the NBA on James Dolan's side. So I ain't putting your bum ass banner up, because that's your banner. That's an accolade that comes under your belt, under your tenure, Adam Silver. And guess what? I'm not doing it. And that really wasn't the headline. The headline was they're not going to put it up. And I can't front. When I read, I didn't think nothing of it. I was on either side. Like I heard Fleece say that yesterday. I'm like, yeah, put the banner up. It doesn't matter to me. But once I read that they weren't putting it up, it did make me feel good. It did make me feel like, oh yeah, we taking this seriously. Like all these, any fears or anything that we thought about Mike Brown or the team and all the struggles that we've gone through in the first 25 games, it's coming to a head, because we've seen the progress in this first quarter of the season so far, on our way to hopefully a championship run. And this is part of it. Like, yo, that's not the goal. We could put that banner up maybe after we put the other banner up, the one that really matters. But I like that we're taking this seriously, that every player is saying, yo, this is the agreement. If the owner's saying this, you know what do we always say? Everybody has to be lock in step from the owner down. It's not just the players, because we see what's going on in Golden State. The owner then came out, they leaked his emails. Yeah. So this is beef going on. Point, and when that happens, you want this. Yo, damn. How long have we been flaming James Dolan? How long have we been flaming? And I even defended him during Phil Jackson's run, because I'm like, yo, at least he gave him $25 million. He's supposed to be a genius. So now we got Leon Rose in there, and it's more progress towards what we want to see. But this Knicks glaze, to your point, AllBall, it is on and on. Everybody now, look, Tyler Cole my favorite player on the Knicks. Fake ass Steve Nash.
I think I got a new favorite player on the Knicks, and I haven't cared about the Knicks in so long. But boy, Tyler Cole got me invested. This fake ass Steve Nash is cold. I was a fan of him in college, but now I got to give bro his flowers because
Where'd he go to college?
stuff like this. This is just team first. Not thinking about yourself, just helping out your team. After Clarkson shoot the ball, right, he going to sprint back on defense, and you can't miss him. You see this big-ass 7-foot everything giant running right down the lane, and watch Tyler Kolek bump him. If this don't happen, this is 2 points right here. It's just the little things. What's the saying? Don't tell me you want to win. Show me. Watch this box out right here. Now, you know your big man is in a drop situation helping. So his man need to be accounted for when the shot goes up. So how can Kolek help him? Well, you touch him until the big gets back, and then you go back to yours. That's called being selfless. Now, on this one, it got overturned, and I'm kind of 50-50 on this because, to me, it can go either way. But let's look at the awareness right here about the low man. You got your own responsibility in this corner, but to read the role and basically tag and almost get a charge call, I can't question if you want to win or not because he's showing me. I'm telling y'all, this a bad boy. This fake-ass Zac Efron from High School Musical can actually hoop, bro. Y'all do know he was the best point guard in college basketball at some point, right? All jokes aside, I'm dead-ass serious. Tyler Kolek, you one of my favorite players in the NBA right now.
Get the fuck out of here. So,
how long I've been talking about Tyler Kolek? Hold up. How long I've been talking about Tyler Kolek? Like, these niggas with all this following, big shout out to y'all platforms and all that shit. I was in here when y'all was killing Tibbs, and all I was saying, play the Kolek kid. The Kolek kid could play. I can't wait for Kolek to turn the corner. Ray jumped off the boat. OG never really liked him until last week. I've been singing this guy's praises. I've been singing this guy's praises for forever. Now we love Tyler Kolek.
That's crazy. Hold on. When he during his during the summer league shit from his rookie year, I was like, hold on. He got a little Steve Nash to him. It's just that last year he didn't look good. Now this season he started to look, and in the summer league started to look better. This season started to look better. But that ain't even my point. For you ain't dividing us talking about you been on the bandwagon. Stop.
My brothers was trying to get him out of here. OG was trying to get him out of here.
He's always trying to get everybody up out of here.
Right. When we drafted Kolek, I was on board. We need another ball handler. Like I said, he was a guy that played many years in college, won some awards, good player. It's just that at times, maybe that was the Tom Thibodeau effect. He didn't have his confidence, and we both agreed how many times we've seen him on the court being shy, not wanting to shoot the ball, not aggressive. But now you see he has confidence, he has swag. So for a point, I was a little bit over him because it's like, yo, what the hell? But now we see you get a coaching change, you get a guy that believes in you, builds that confidence in you, and then now Kolek looks like a totally different player from last season. But you're 100% correct. You have been saying play the young guys. I can agree with you with that. I can't argue that you have been saying that. But, let me just say this real quick. We're going to have to talk about this one day. Big shout out my big bro, Charlie Beck. He sent this to me maybe a week ago. Eventually, people are going to have to start giving James Dolan his props. What he has done since Brunson has been here, even while we had Julius Randle, eventually, people are going to have to jump back on the James Dolan bandwagon. I'm sorry. I don't have to stay up here. What Fabian did, how he broke that down and why the banner shouldn't be put up, that was legendary. I didn't even know all of that. So this is why Fabian is who he is with his perspective, because he takes it to a level and he takes it to an opinion that a person wouldn't even think about. So he killed that. But eventually, we're going to have to revisit James Dolan has the Knicks looking within these last 4 to 6 years. So I just want to shout out Charlie Beck because he actually brought that up to me. I wasn't even thinking that, even though Fabian and we always talk about some of those things, but he brought it to my attention. He said, yo, listen, people are going to have to start giving James Dolan his props. He got out the way. He ain't in the way. He ain't doing nothing crazy. And now look how the Knicks is looking.
I totally agree. And like I said, I've been saying that since the Phil Jackson thing, Fleet. Because when we hired Phil Jackson, I get it. I understand it was a failure. And when he hired, Derek Fisher, was like, what? And he originally wanted to get Steve Kerr. But I thought, he gave $25 million to who people consider the greatest coach of all time. He's trying to get his Pat Riley on, his Jerry West on. How can you not? Like, I can't be mad at that. I'm more mad at the moves that he made but I can't be mad at the spirit of it. And, oh boy, James Dolan never had a bandwagon to even jump on. There is no James Dolan bandwagon. And of course, he's the billionaire owner, the son of, he's an heir to the throne. So a lot of these things, Flea, is why, he's not going to get them props. But he got us to a point now, got Tibbs fired apparently, came down there, set the tone. He part of his plan. Yo, the players don't like him. I ain't messing with him. I got big dogs. I'm paying a lot of money to these players. And I gave Tibbs $40 million guaranteed. So you got to go. They don't want you here. So him setting the tone like that, I got to appreciate it and highlight it as much as possible because he's not liked. And me, even if I don't like you, I'll give you your props. But Flea, really the point is the glazing is crazy. The glazing is crazy. Now all of a sudden, we got Iman Shumpert.
I got a point. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Y'all said what y'all had to say about Dolan. Let me get 2 minutes. I want to be on the screen with my brothers. I don't need this solo shit to talk about Dolan. Real quick. Dolan got to win. Dolan got to win. Like this for me, there's too much smut on him for us to be praising him because of this. We got to win for me to take my foot off his neck.
Well, hold on, please. Hold on, please. Not praise, it's just acknowledgement. I'm not praising him. I'm just saying we have to acknowledge what he's been doing. Whatever it is, whatever he's been doing differently, it's been working. That's all I'm saying.
I'll say this. Okay, I'll say this. I love the fact that he knows better now. Meaning, like, I love a nigga that knows that. I love a person that knows what they don't know. He don't know basketball. Get the fuck out the way. He finally did that. So I can respect that. But just in terms of like, trying to show him love and all that, he got to win. He got to win first.
Yo, shout out to East Blue Drew. He said, yo, he won a cup, Flea. You want to put the banner up?
I do.
But I think it's easier to understand us critiquing players because in real time we see it's tangible, it's real, it's visible. He's an invisible guy. So we see Jalen Brunson. We had a crazy argument about, yo, he shouldn't be hogging the ball. Yo, he's the only one showing up. He needs to change his game. And Jalen Brunson in real time changes his game. What do? We acknowledge it. James Dolan changed his damn game plan. He said, Leon Rose, you the man like that? You got the contacts like that? That's what I need. You talking a good talk. I already got this schmut on my name because Isaiah Thomas and all that. Like, think about the first 10 years of this decade, this century, versus the last 5 years of this century. It's a totally different outlook. And we could keep giving Brunson his praise, Leon Rose his praise, but the guy at the helm, that's James Dolan, man. Jimmy. Yeah, Flea. Yeah.
I'm not praising billionaires, nigga. I'm not praising any fucking billionaires. Get the fuck out of here. My niggas that's on the court, my nigga that's on the sideline, Mike Brown, like, praising them niggas.
Nah,
he's a bad musician. He's a bad owner. He's just bad at life. Now we want to praise him for the last 5 years.
I think the music is all right. I don't think it's that bad, man.
It's actually, yo, you know what? 2025 AllBall, that guitar riff is kind of dope, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Never heard no song from James Dolan.
He just had to keep with the theme. Nigga wasn't gonna agree with me for shit. He's like, nah, that music fire. That music fire. He had to get off the screen. Yo, baby, the nigga had to get off the screen. He was like, that shit fire. I can't even keep a straight face when I said that shit.
No, he kept trying to poke the bear. Oh, I can't use that word. I can't use poke today. Just, damn it. But the Knicks glaze is undeniable. Out of control. Iman Shumpert, the former Knick, he has something to say about today's Knicks after we won the NBA Cup championship.
And OKC, does anybody have a shot to beat that OKC team if they're healthy?
I think that the Knicks match up better than anybody with the OKC Thunder, and that has a lot to do with the way the Thunder play all the way up until the fourth quarter. I think that the Knicks do a similar thing where they play a certain way, and then they are now coming into their own where they understand at the end of this game, we're going to hand this ball to our guy, and he's going to play lucky lefty until the end of the game. If he gives it to us, they are now rolling with a confidence that they don't need the touches throughout the game. They just know and trust that he's going to trust the pass. This is not one of those things where we're seeing Jalen Brunson exhaust and then he throws a pass that just looks unaggressive. all these passes are streamlined passes, and guys know with the energy of the game, like this shot goes up, everybody in the arena knows it's going in. And when the game feels like that, I don't know. I think they have the best argument for the OKC Thunder not repeating. And that's not to take away from the Spurs, because the Spurs have a big argument the way they played them that last game, that they got to see them and deliver them their second loss. I thought that it was a statement game, and it was also a y'all are going to have to look us in the eye type of game. Like, I think we're going to see a little bit of a rivalry, and it got kind of chippy. So I'm excited to see that. But I think that the Knicks, they have the best argument to take the OKC Thunder away from a repeat title.
Yeah, great choice of words there, Shump. Thanks for reminding me, Heroic Ave. We were hating on Brunson all last year.
Told the truth.
Ain't no truth. Been to a Western Conference Finals, now Eastern Conference Finals. He should have been to another Eastern Conference Finals a year before if we weren't injured with bum ass Tibbs. Now all of a sudden, Iman sees the light.
Is emotional. You niggas are emotional. Anytime somebody tell the truth about us, y'all niggas get emotional. He told the truth, and now Brunson looks different, and now we rocking different, and this is different now. And now he can update how he felt from last year. Get out of your feelings, Fabian. He told the truth.
Yo, Iman, you were excellent basketball broadcaster, by the way. He's another guy that I hope he gets the right shot, because when he's on, he really breaks down basketball. I like when he breaks down basketball. Not when he's going crazy, when he's showing up looking high on the screen. No, when he's up there on his game, he is fire. But that shit, we're gonna when you get on this mic, we're gonna call you out. These motherfuckers gonna call me out every chance they get. So guess what, Iman? No, Flea, he gets the update. No, you don't have to update shit. Brunson been nice. He's been nice. He's been showing you at the Garden, flaming everybody. Flaming everybody. Name him. He flamed them. That's the bottom line. So that's who we've been. Now all of a sudden we get the NBA Cup, and like AllBall said, got a two. I can't even say that. Just give my man props. Pat my man on the back, on the shoulder today, because Josh Harden ruined everything. Every metaphor I could possibly use. Everybody's glazing the Knicks. Everybody, AllBall.
I'm just glad that, he came back and spent the block. He has a right to his opinion. I thought he was wrong last season, but that's what makes basketball arguments, and that's what makes sports great. We all have our own opinions, whether we're right or wrong. But I'm just glad that he spent the block, and y'all both are correct. When he talks the game of basketball, I listen, because he actually, not that he knows what he's talking about, he sounds like he knows what he's talking about, and it never seems like he's biased. It's not like he's on the side. He talks the game. So I really do hope he figures it out and somebody gives him a real shot, because he knows the game. But I'm just glad that he spent the block. But the New York City is the Glaze is out of control, because last week it was none of this. It was none of this. We forget last season. It was none of this last week. Now we are the team that can take down OKC in the finals. Come on, man. Y'all got to make it make sense, bro. 1 minute OKC is the best team to ever exist. Guys I'm hearing is putting Shea Gilchrist's name next to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bean Bryant. Now the Knicks.
Yeah.
Come on, man. But what are y'all doing up here? It's no disrespect. We are the only guys that have been consistent since we've been up here. Listen, man, the Glaze is out of control, and some of you guys need to be embarrassed. Like even a young man talking about Tyler Cole against his favorite player. What are you talking about, bro?
Fuck out of here.
What are y'all talking? So for me, I just hope that now y'all see that we are legit. Yeah, we still have to do some things to get better. But I always say this. It's been, and Fabian can attest to this, it's been a conspiracy against the Knicks forever. Nobody wants to talk basketball when it comes to the Knicks. They want to continue to talk about the past and, we ain't do this and ain't do that. No, if you stay in the moment, we have the pieces to win a championship. And when guys understand that and put their bias and their Knicks hate to the side and talk the game of basketball. We have a superstar, whether people want to believe it or not. He's our superstar. We have a big man. We have role players that play out of their mind. We have defenders. So at the end of the day, big shout out Iman Shumpert, but come on, bro. Keep the same energy all season. Don't wait till we win 2-3 games and we win the NBA Cup and then now y'all glazes. No, glaze from the beginning. Assess the game correctly. The truth. Okay, Boston is hurt. Indiana is hurt. Philly is hurt. Cleveland ain't shit. Let's be realistic. Bruh, the Knicks are the best team in the East. Yeah, we had a little hiccup, but call the game correct. Brunson has been that guy since he's been here. Flea lose to this all the time, and I agree. Progress. Flea always says that progress. We went from first round, second round. Now we're in the Eastern Conference. We win the NBA Cup. He's MVP, Clutch Player of the Year. He's been an All NBA player. He's been an All-Star starter. You know what I'm saying, Flea? So I'm saying, where's that talk at? We the only ones that talk like that. Flea loses it all the time, and I gotta agree with him. You guys that glaze, y'all wait till we popping to jump on the bandwagon. Why? Because now we are the algorithm. The Knicks all day on social media was nothing but Knicks. Josh Hart made it worse, but he made it better at the same time.
We all over the timeline. Yep.
Right, you get what I'm saying? So my thing is, I'll let y'all cook. I'm just saying, for everybody now that's talking Knicks and we this and we that, just be honest about us. We are a good basketball team. And at times, when we play at our potential, we are looking like one of the best teams in the NBA, and we have a top 3, top 5 MVP candidate in Jalen Brunson. Let's start admitting that, Shumpert and everybody else. That's all I'm going to say. Let's start telling the truth when it comes to our Knicks.
And the glaze ain't over, because now all of a sudden, Bill Simmons is comparing, or when he compared Jalen Brunson to Steph Curry and his top 7, 8 players in the league. Let's see what he got to say.
SGA, Giannis, Luka.
Flux there is.
Did you go Jokic, SGA, Giannis, Luka, Wembanyama? Or did you have something different? Okay.
I did.
And then Edwards 6?
7.
Who'd you have 6?
Stephen Curry.
I had him 8. I had Brunson slightly ahead of Curry.
It's fine. I mean, Brunson, Edwards, Curry, Brunson are 6, 7, 8. Mitchell 9 in some order.
Where'd you have the heart of the Celtics, Jalen Brown?
12.
Doesn't matter. I just find it fascinating because I don't think Steph Curry's different from last season. And wherever you had him last season, Jalen Brunson been the same guy to me the last 3 years. And of course, I'll pass this off to you, AllBall. But it's
no. Let's let Flea go first because I kind of went the last time and he didn't get a. You know what I'm saying? So Flea can open this one up. Pause.
Damn you, Josh Bosh. And I just
trashed today at producing. He trashed today, but we're gonna let him produce. Go ahead.
That's fucked up, man. Josh Bosh traumatized me, man. But I think for Bill Simmons to just, and I like Bill. I'm a fan of Bill Simmons, but just the glaze, the Knicks glaze, and now all of a sudden Jalen Brunson is because the winning aspect, and it's like again, y'all are not fair. And we flame Bill Simmons for that shit. He was talking about Kobe back in the day. Now all of a sudden it's oh my God, Steph Curry and Kobe Bryant. I don't know. I can't. It's more of an argument. It's like, bro, you guys, this is part of the reason why people hate the media, because now all of a sudden Jalen Brunson is better than Steph Curry. I don't care where you have him at, but be consistent in how you're ranking them. Steph Curry's team has gotten injured last year. This year, they clearly don't mix anymore, and we'll get to them in a second. But if they're not really suited for Steph Curry, who's playing amazing, by the way, gave damn near a 50 ball to Portland, and they couldn't do shit with it because where's Jimmy Butler at? Where's Draymond Green at? I can point to the other part of their team and why they're not going to win, and then they want to get Steve Kerr up out of there. A lot of fans been calling this for his head, but we had Steph Curry, Jalen Brunson ahead of Steph Curry last year, AllBall, for our reasons. It had nothing to do with winning. I mean, winning helps because to win with that kind of scoring definitely is going to convince us, Flea. But I want people to be consistent, and I know you're going to always push back in your own way, but you mean what you say, and you say what you mean, Flea.
Yeah, nah. I agree with Iman Shumpert first and foremost that I think that they look different. His critique last year was the fact that he didn't know if you could go to Brunson down the stretch of games and solely have him win games. And I think now we've shown that we could go to a lot of different guys to win games. So I just think that's the difference between last year, him critiquing Brunson, and now this year critiquing Brunson, because it just seems like Brunson trusts his guys more. He saw that OG had it going, and so we made sure that we got OG the basketball. OG hit the big three down the stretch yesterday for us to go up 8 in the corner when Kolek hit him in the corner. That was a big shot. Like that was the icer. Like we didn't know if we could trust OG to do that last year. You know, we didn't know if Cat was going to show up on a night in, night out basis. So it was just solely relying on Brunson, and I don't think the best teams solely rely on just one guy to be able to close games. But this whole thing about ranking Brunson ahead of Steph and all that and being consistent, I think everything evolves, man. Everything evolves. And for right now, today, what Jalen Brunson is doing is affecting winning more than what Steph Curry is doing. Steph Curry is playing outstanding when he's on the floor, but whatever he's doing doesn't catapult that team to wins. And they got a pretty damn good team over there. They ain't garbage. They got a couple of all-stars. They got a couple of great defenders. They got the best coach in this century from some of you guys' mouths. Steve Kerr is the best coach since Phil Jackson, right? But for some reason, whatever Steph Curry's doing over there is not resulting into wins. Jalen Brunson just keeps evolving his game, keeps getting better and better, keeps climbing the ranks of who the best players are in the league. And all it's doing for us is resulting in wins. So I think that's why, we could put him above a Steph Curry in terms of player rankings right now, presently. OG just alluded to it. All he's done is the last couple of years just progress. Okay, we get out the first round. Okay, we get bumped in the semis. Okay, we got a hard-fought Eastern Conference Finals. Okay, we start this year a little rocky, but the first challenge presented to us, which is the NBA Cup, we go winning. All of this is a result of Jalen Brunson. And so I think, yeah, he's been that guy. I totally agree with y'all, my brothers. Totally agree. He's been that guy. But if we think Jalen Brunson ain't better than what he was like the first couple of years he got here, I don't know if we're really watching him. I think he's just gotten better. His decision-making is better. And again, that trust in his teammates thing is going to go a long way for us, especially if we want to win a championship.
What are you thinking, AllBall?
Let me say this first and foremost. I've been on the Jalen Brunson bandwagon as far as MVP since he's been there. And my brothers know that for a fact. 2 years ago when Joker won MVP, I said, was it Joker? It probably was. I said Jalen Brunson should have won MVP. What he did that season, and I argue people down crazy, what he did that season when everybody got injured, when we made the trade for OG, still have Julius Randle. Randle gets hurt. OG goes out. Mitch isn't there. And the lineup at times was him, Deuce, Hartenstein, Bridges, DiVincenzo. Off the bench, Preston Chua, Deuce, and for him to do what he did that season, get to the second round, kept us relevant. What's the definition of MVP then? Is it just numbers? So for me, to still have Ant-Man over him, why? Because he's more athletic? What is Ant-Man doing that Jalen Brunson is doing? And we need to let go of the past. I'm tired of just putting it. I've been saying this for a while now. I'm tired of putting the same guys over and over again. Why is Giannis right now in MVP candidate talks? Why? I don't understand that. How? Why is he better than Jalen Brunson? Because he's bigger? Pause. Why is Luka in MVP talks and Jalen Brunson isn't? Why is Luka ahead of Jalen Brunson? So these are the things I want to understand. Is it record? Is it your favorite? Is it what you prefer, what you like? Because for me, it's the same people they give it over and over and over again. Steph Curry shouldn't be talks in MVP this season. I don't care if it's top 20. His team has no chance of winning anything. For me, the Jalen Brunson thing, I've been on this bandwagon since he's been here, and I've been one of the only guys that have been saying he's top 3, top 5 player in the NBA. He's top 3 MVP candidate behind SGA and Joker, or Joker and SGA. However you want to have those two, I think the third guy should be Brunson. It shouldn't be Giannis, and it shouldn't be Luka. So for me, these analysts, they're just all over the place. And I just think right now the Knicks is the algorithm. So this is what it is. They're not doing it from a basketball standpoint. They're not doing it to talk facts. They're doing it because the Knicks are the algorithm. Because if they've been watching and paying attention, and if they are basketball geniuses and know the game, you would know Brunson has been playing at this level. Wait, when he gets to the playoffs, he steps it up. He goes from averaging 28 in the season to 35 in the playoffs. He took the Knicks to a conference finals, which we haven't been in how long? So why are we now glazing them? So for me, Flea, you're 100% correct. It doesn't matter where you have anybody else. It has nothing to do with him being better or not better than Curry. No, at the end of the day, what the young man is doing in New York. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to leave it at this. Let's not forget the Knicks. Every time we play somebody, we get their best. Everybody wants to beat the Knicks and stomp the Knicks. So Jalen Brunson, night in and night out, is getting the best out of his opponents all the time because everybody wants to beat the Knicks. That's the fact. And that's something that nobody is talking about. The Knicks get the best everyone night in and night out. Nobody takes a night off when it comes to the Knicks. And that young man still succeeds. Yeah. We never heard nobody talk about that. Brunson for president.
Yeah, well, that's a great point. And I will concede to Flea's point that the clutch thing for Jalen Brunson, that was last year. Because before that, we seen him miss clutch shots against the Bulls the season before to the season you're talking about, all ball. So that was where Iman Shumpert's critique on Brunson was major. Like, you're going to go to him in crunch time? And even I was like, damn, he is right about that at that moment. But then
we all agreed to that. Agree.
Yeah. Every single defensive player of the year candidate, he took it to. Lou Dort, Dyson Daniels, you name them. Whoever was on that list, he makes it a point to go at them. Only Derek White and Drew Holiday will give him problems throughout his career while they were with the Celtics. But to all Ball's point about 2 seasons ago, that was my thing about Brunson. Bro, it doesn't matter what team he has. Doesn't matter what coach he has been performing on an all-NBA level. So if he's at an all-NBA level already for me and everybody gets hurt, he was on a team when Randall was here. In that month of January, I got to reference it because we had a 8-9-man rotation that was beyond solid. And he proved he can be a team player back then. I didn't see him hogging the ball back then when we were healthy. So to me, I saw the guy that was willing to be unselfish. It's just that when you revert to, all right, Luka's my co-star and Jason Kidd is your coach, they might not kick that ball around and have that sort of system the way they do this season, in which is another coach in Mike Brown. Cat alluded to the fact that he has 14 different coaches in 15 years. It's probably 13 because you had Tibbs twice. But that's major. We always talk about that. If you have 10 different coaches in 10 different years, that happens in football all the time. When a quarterback has like 7 different offensive coordinators in 7 years, you always hear Troy Aikman and them talk about like, yo, bro, that shit ain't easy. You have 7 different offensive coordinators. That's tough on them. So it's the same. I would think it's the same thing for an offensive player like Jalen Brunson to perform at this level. I just want whatever, regardless of where you have Steph Curry at versus Brunson, bro, it should be consistent. Steph Curry is still playing legendary. That guy is still a sniper. He's playing amazingly. I don't think he's at the same level as Durant and LeBron. I still think he's still in MVP form. He deserves MVP consideration because he's carrying that team. They are bums. But if that's the case, how the hell can you not have Brunson in your top 5 at this point? Minimum. Right. Ant-Man, right. We love Ant-Man. But nah, that's not this. That ain't this. And then we've been saying that. This guy's seasoned. Ant-Man still is going to make progress. We're hoping for that. We're hoping to see that. Hopefully we see his footwork get to this point. Hopefully we see that mid-range get to it. Then we're going to see like, oh, damn, this is a different level of guy. But Brunson's at the beginning of his prime. That's like, you have to acknowledge that as a basketball historian, Bill Simmons. You've been watching the game for 50 years. You've been in the stands for 50 years. You've seen this before. A guy playing this excellent that everybody's kind of fearful of. You had the whole San Antonio team looking at Jalen Brunson the entire time while he was on the floor. That pass that he made to OG in the paint when he faked it to Bridges in the corner and dumped it off to OG, insane. So to your point, Flea, you're right. I was wrong. He's definitely gotten better to play like this with this new team. But it's another team, another coach, and he's looking like a winner again. I just can't doubt this man anymore. And neither should you, Bill Simmons, with your punk ass. Sean, right now, thank you for your $5. Everyone is better than Brunson till it's time to be better than Brunson. He is always disrespected, tired of it. MVP this man. Thank you, Sean. We knew you'd understand. Being a real fan, you've been watching us, watching the Knicks, huh? In the mix.
Listen,
You know what, bro?
That was a great comment, and it's true. And for me, with the Brunson thing, this is how I look at it, right? Only Knicks fans understand how good and important guys are, right? Because if you really think about it, we don't have none of the flashy guys that everybody loves, right? So when you look at a Brunson who's averaging 28, and then you may get an SGA and a Joker who's having amazing seasons, and those guys may average 30, 31, 32, right? But Brunson is averaging 28. And let's all be honest, we are the only fan base that understands how good Bridges, G is, right? Cat. But to the basketball world, those guys don't get talked about. If we, to others, them niggas is regular weed.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's why Brunson should be getting more props from them, because if you get a room full of current players, former players, you just ask them to talk about some of the great players in the NBA today and some of the great teams, nobody's going to bring up Cat or G or Bridges or Hart, Mitchell Robinson. We know the names they're going to bring up. So to me, that's even more evidence, however you want to say it, where Brunson should be getting more props, because he's not playing with another top 10 player. He's not playing with a all NBA, a defensive player of the year guy. He's not doing none of that. He's not playing for a Hall of Fame or a winning coach. I'm just speaking from their aspect. For me, I just think, the Brunson thing, like I said, when you look at what he's doing and what everybody else is doing, I've said this, I don't know how many years now. He's doing what everybody else is doing. The only difference is it's on the New York Knicks. If he was doing this anywhere else, they would consider him the best player in the year. We remember when Ja Morant was going crazy in the NBA. At one time, they were saying Ja Morant was the best player in the league, was going to be the face of the NBA. What the fuck was he doing, numbers-wise, that was better than Jalen Brunson? But we will never have that discussion, Fleet, of Brunson being the face of the league or one of the best players in the NBA.
I don't think Ja Morant has had a better season in his career than Jalen Brunson.
Fleet, Fleet, I want you to respond to this, because, and Fabian could too. Do we remember that little window when Ja Morant, when people were going berserk, when he was doing the gritty and the Memphis Grizzlies was relevant, and people was putting him as a superstar and one of the best players in the NBA? Am I wrong, or was that correct?
I remember. That wasn't very long ago.
Where is that glaze for Jalen Brunson? Ja Morant never averaged 28 for the season.
Never had his team in the conference finals. Never had his team. Obviously, this cup thing has been going on for the last couple of years. So, I mean,
he ain't even won a cup.
Ja Morant is low-hanging fruit right now for us to kick his back in just because he ain't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't playing well. But I think it's fair for what you're saying. The type of prognostication that they was giving Ja Morant, they wasn't giving Jalen Brunson. They were prognosticating, right?
You gotta say that. Hold on, you gotta say that. You gotta say that word again, brother Flea. Say that word again. You just flabbergasted me. I know what the. Say that word again. Fabian, what's going on today? What?
Sport page got me. They was prognosticating. They was saying, "Yo, Ja Morant is gonna be the face of the league just off of what he." But Jalen Brunson is actually doing what everybody expected Ja Morant to do. Right? Lead his team, be under the radar, be solid in the community, be loved by his teammates, coachable, be a clutch player. Game just keep getting better and better and better.
Yo, Yo, listen, that word I know what I said. I said, yeah, we legit
That
over
nigga's
here. Yeah,
hanging
here, my
out with
man.
T.I. Monkey Breath.
Post Josh Bosh. You can't be using them 4-syllable words like that. That's just as nuts. That's it.
But nah, for real though, like everything that Jalen Brunson is doing, they were expecting Ja Morant to do, and now like how do y'all adjust? How do y'all adjust the narrative and really make it look authentic for the Knicks and Jalen Brunson? Because like you guys are saying, everybody is switching up, right? And now it's like, oh shit, they jumping on the Knicks. They you know, there's a long line at the Frank stand right now. Long line. Everybody's getting bunless Franks because we won the NBA Cup, right? It's wild right now.
Hold on, Fleet. Niggas at the Frank stand going, yo, give me a hot dog, no bread, sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut, dress my shit up.
They prognosticating bunless ranks.
Bunless glizzies is crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's bananas. What?
Hold on, hey Fleet. Niggas is going to the Frank stand going, oh, don't put no bun on my shit.
No bun. No bun.
Give me that shit like that.
But you know what's nasty? You know what's nasty? Josh Hart is giving them out. That's the nasty part. He got the apron on. Josh got the apron on. That nigga's giving out the
Bunless glizzies is crazy.
I'm never I thought your basketball players is something else. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Fabian. Hey, Fabian, please kill that. I want to get your response. Forget Ja Morant. No, I'll let you continue laugh. Forget Ja Morant because it wasn't about kicking Ja Morant's back in. Pause.
Right.
You can even go to Ant-Man. Fleet, how many times I had this argument? Everybody say Ant-Man is better than Brunson. He never averaged more than Brunson. Okay, back-to-back conference finals. Brunson been to the second right now. He's been to the conference finals. Same thing with Ant-Man. They ready to anoint him, compare him to Jordan. He's one of the best players in the league, superstar, all this and all that. Why isn't that Glaze for Jalen Brunson? Fabian, I would love for you to explain.
Let's take it up a notch. Flea's gonna hate this, and you gonna love this. I said years ago when the Ja Morant hype train was at an all-time high, I said, yo, hold on. How you think Ja's better than SGA? I don't understand that. When I watch SGA, he plays ball. Let's update that. Didn't we just see the Spurs give SGA problems on Saturday? I mean, Jalen Brunson shot 10 of 27 or whatever the case may be, but he ain't look too difficult out there. And them boys is tough, them young kids. I don't like if you got SGA better than Jalen Brunson, cool. It ain't by far. If however you're gonna slice that up defensively, he does. Okay, cool. He also got like 8 dudes rotating with him on a defensive end that are bigger than him. We don't have 8 guys that can rotate on the perimeter like OKC does. We got our squad, but I don't see how that's that much of a gap. So when they talk about MVP and you want to compare Ja Morant and Ant-Man, I'm like, dog, we don't even the glaze and the cape we putting on for Jalen Brunson. We don't do that for anyone. We hated Julius Randle. We go back and forth about Cat. It doesn't matter who you are in this city. If you ain't nice, we're not giving you that. We're not giving you that. That's not how this goes. So for us to glaze them or call it whatever you want, the Jalen Brunson propaganda network was beautiful, David Smith. But it is what it is. I'm gonna push for the dude that he does everything the right way. By the way, to your point, Fleet, that's an excellent point compared to Ja Morant because it's like, boy, did Ja Morant fumble that damn bag. Ant-Man's playing. He's been playing around a lot, and I'm not saying he's on Ja Morant's level off the court, but there is a level of focus you have to be this level of player, MVP type of player with that level of fame in New York. He studied Tom Brady. He said he studied Derek Jeter, and it certainly looks like it. He certainly looks like it because them boys is legends in their towns. Jeter's a legend over here. And Brunson just shout out the whole team last night. He made sure, hold on a second, Taylor. Let me shout out my people real quick. I ain't winning this without them. I shot 10 to 27, bro. I seen what happened to SJ the other day. They bombed him. They bombed on him. But with me, This ain't happening without my people. So all of that, and I'm not saying Ant-Man does that. Let's get this clear. Ant-Man, he bigs up Cat, his whole crew. I don't see how many people clown Rudy Gobert every single day. And Ant-Man still boosting that guy.
Ant-Man supports him to the end.
And he's a baby. No disrespect. He's a kid to me. He's 22, 23 years old. He's a kid.
Right.
Brunson, you know, he seems like a little more mature. But for Ant-Man to have all of that going on, I always have a thing about superstars and how their brain works differently and how to deal with that kind of pressure. And Ant-Man is still somehow being a leader with that team. But I don't think it's to the level of Brunson with the Nova Knicks thing carrying over from college to New York City in the professional league. This is amazing what he's doing, and he deserves all the glaze, except from Josh Hart. We had enough about your kind of glaze, Josh Hart. You've gone too far. You've gone too far. We're going to see you in the streets, Josh. You ain't going to like what we say. But I think y'all made great points.
Just real quick, Flea.
Flea.
I want to hear what you say this, and you could think always with Brunson for these couple seasons or couple years was always, you know, when they bring up Joker, SGA, Luka, Giannis, what I always said was he does the same thing that they do. Numbers wise, leadership wise, winning 50 plus games in the season, getting to the playoffs, stepping his game up in the playoffs, winning playoff series, hitting big shots. So that was always my argument, that he's doing exactly what they're doing. They're not doing nothing better than what Jalen Brunson is doing. And I just don't understand how when they have these discussions, he's not brought up more. So Flea, you got to have a floor. That's just what I always alluded to, was just, hey, okay, if Giannis is averaging 32, okay, Brunson's averaging 28, 29. Okay, Brunson is doing the same things, winning basketball games, winning playoff series, have his team in contention, have his team relevant. So that's just always been my argument. And even with Ant-Man, with whoever, Brunson is doing the same thing that they're doing at a high level, night in and night out. For me, I just think, you know, the Jalen Brunson Glaze, it just needs to start being legit and start being honest. The young man is the truth, and we have to acknowledge that. Not because the Knicks are good and relevant today, no. But since he's been here, this is what it's been. He hasn't had a drop-off, Lee.
It just keeps going like this.
Right. So that's all I want to say. Whoa,
keeps going like this.
Yo, listen.
Yeah. How does it go, Flea? How does it go?
Bring me back up.
No. How does it go? How does it go?
It goes like this.
Lord have mercy. Yo, Josh Hart, man, what you started, this may be forever, man.
Yo, two things, y'all. Real quick, two things. Big shout out to Steven Antonio, just became a member. And then big shout out to Mo. Mo just became a member. We love you, Mo.
Right, I didn't shout out. Listen, big shout out to everybody in the chat, but y'all know all the ladies. Beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the elegant. You remember, Mo was in the building, y'all. Mo, what up, baby?
Appreciate you, Mo. And then the other thing I want to say is one of our members, I think his name is Stacks Time and Different.
Yes.
I checked out some of his stuff. He's got a channel. I checked out some of his stuff. Yo, that brother can break down the game of basketball. That brother is excellent. Wow. And I just wanted to take a minute to show him some love, because I sat down for like maybe 10, 15 minutes and kind of went through some of his stuff.
I'm gonna check it out.
You know, when I could hear somebody talking the game, he impressed me. So I just wanted to show him love. He's been in the comments. I don't know, if he's still here, but if he is here, big shout out to you, brother. You doing a hell of a job. So I just wanted to show the people some love.
I concur. Thanks to the
can't hear you, Ray.
Damn, I laughed too hard.
I can hear him.
I don't know what you did, but yeah, big shout out to everybody that's becoming new members and doing what y'all do, man. We appreciate y'all for sure.
1 2 1 2 1 2. That's good, Flea.
I could faintly hear you, but I think my sound went down. Like
I can hear him. I can hear him great. Flea, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but my sound is like.
Let us know. Let us know in the chat.
I got it. I did something to my headphones. I got it.
Okay.
Y'all good. That was me. That was me, y'all. My bad.
Nah, it's all good because I love how you did that. Shout out the members out in real time. That was amazing. Always appreciate y'all. We got 3 new members tonight. That's keeping everything up. That's probably like $75 a month. We're keeping it funky. That's what we do. I always told Dom, shout out to Dom Dropper. He's working hard. Go follow him. Go follow Stacks Time and Different. Like you said, Flea, I seen his channel. I'm like, oh, he's breaking the game down. This is kind of ill. And shout out to Heroic Ad for putting it in the
in the Discord.
What do you call it? In the Discord for putting people on. Because he said, yo, shout out to the fellow member. So like things like that, AllBall always talks about that. Yo, why isn't anybody putting anybody else on? Why is it that you guys get so big and all of a sudden your nose is in the air, but you can't see the people? You ain't a human all of a sudden. So I never want to get away from that. And you know, even though we're on the way up,
that thumbs up is nasty now. We can't even do the thumbs up.
You can't even thumbs up anymore.
You gotta listen. You gotta be, you know, point Dex and use the index finger and look a little weird now. Like we're going up, fellas. Like, yeah, you
what's up? What's my son? What's my son? Help me.
Mini me?
What's the name of the movie?
Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil.
Yeah. What's the name of the movie? Austin Powers. There we go.
Austin Powers.
Like, damn, I'm trying to get the movie. Yeah.
That's all right, Flea, because somehow I don't know how you do it, but you keep on doing it, man. You always got me going crazy, man. Could you be so slick with your words? You just be immaculate with the words and the mind.
Prognostication. Y'all niggas Google that.
That's false. Prognostication. Yeah, I went to public school. Look, I had to do it twice. That's 5 syllables.
Listen, I don't care if you went to. I don't care. I don't care if you went to public school, private school. You paid for it, didn't pay for it. You always got to keep your eyes on the prize, baby, Baba. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Hey, by the way, this week, there's a special going on for the Logan Paul, Anthony Joshua fight. This week, there's a special max discount promotion live on the board right now. You see it there. Anthony Joshua has been discounted to only needing to go for more than a half of total punches landed in the boxing match against Jake Paul. Just add another player to your lineup, and if your pick hits, you could cash in. That's the Anthony Joshua has been discounted to only needing to go more than half total punches landed in the boxing match against Jake Paul coming up. So you see it there. Prize Picks, baby. It's good to be right. Come on, baby. Bumper.
Nostalgic Nick, it's good to be champs. I like why you put that. It's good to be right. It's good to be champs.
Jesus Christ. He got to be flipping it on us, man. Real quick. Putting these old guys to overtime, man. We alluded to it. Chat, members, family, help us out. You got to react. Y'all know what this is.
Ball suckers.
Like if he does the he, man. We alluded
for OG. This for OG, we get the he-he's. Specifically for him. This is a segment.
It's kind of an ode to him because he.
It is.
We talked about it earlier. Golden State Warriors. Steve Kerr, they having problems, and we always been big on body language. I always got my tinfoil hat on the side in the waiting. AllBall got the tinfoil glasses coming up because he be on it. His guy, Steve Kerr, Golden State Warriors, are going through some trouble over there in Golden State. Let's see what he had to say the other day in the post-game press conference.
So we got to find a way to connect the game. That's my job. I'm not doing my job well this year. We're 13-14. We have enough talent to be much better. We're losing all these close games. So I got to find a way to help these guys. So we got to find a way to.
Okay. That was him kind of like admitting defeat, which was weird to see. And also, I found these guys, forgot their name or the name of their podcast, but they were talking about Jimmy Butler in Golden State and just how the fit is going AllBall. So things getting interesting over there. Let's see what they had to say.
Come on. Ideally, they're a tough fit because Draymond usually has the ball.
Hello.
Draymond has the ball a lot.
Let's be real. JK kind of fits with Jimmy a little better than Draymond in terms of that.
JK wants the ball too, though.
But Jimmy will direct JK to cutting and being in that dunker role and getting them in the right spot. And JK is responding to Jimmy Butler. That we have seen. If Dre has the ball and he's looking at Steph, and Dre said, look, I got to do a better job of getting the ball. That's another dynamic there, which is why when the trade was made, I scoffed a bit because I said, ideally, Jimmy's an ISO player. We've never seen him playing this system that Steve Kerr employs. So will Steve Kerr relent a little bit and let Jimmy do his thing and play to more of his strengths, with his having the ball, mid block, driving, and looking for three-point shooters? Problem is you don't have a lot of three-point shooters outside of Steph Curry right now. A lot of guys are breaking from the perimeter. They're going out scoring jobs from the perimeter. So that's something I really want to dive into. We could lead off our podcast on our next episode about the Jimmy dynamic. Because I watched the game over last night, stayed up late and watched it over, just kind of watching Jimmy. And I don't like the signs of where Jimmy's at over these last two games. They've got to fix that. He's making the big money, right? You got to fix that. And last night he was no Robin and Steph's Batman.
I don't know if we could take anything away from this, but, last night, Steve Kerr was the only person who spoke outside the locker room. Normally, you get two or three guys speaking after the game, after the locker room. Raymond is pretty good about getting guys out there to speak. In Portland, though, it was all, pretty much locker room stuff, aside from Kerr. Didn't see anything from Jimmy. After the loss to Minnesota, Jimmy was out of the locker room.
He was gone.
Gone. Yeah, and Jimmy he always does his post game in the locker room. He was not there.
We've been saying it. Soon as Jimmy Butler got there, big mouth Draymond, big mouth Jimmy. What's up, AllBall? What's going on over there in Golden State? Because Steph Curry's still having a hell of a career, end of his career so far, the last chapter. But these two alpha males, how come they ain't talking?
First, I want to say a big shout out to that platform. Never seen them before, but it looks dope. I would love to get the name of who they are and check them out. Just love to see people that didn't play the game, that's not famous, talking the game, because I know it's a passion and a love and a respect for the game. So big shout out to those guys. But listen, we can't defend Jimmy Butler anymore. Jimmy Butler in all these scenarios is the common denominator. I'm sorry. We can't defend him anymore. Jimmy Butler is the problem. He was a problem in Miami. He was a problem in Chicago. He was a problem in Minnesota. He was a problem in Philly. It's no coincidence he can't stick nowhere. We have to stop defending Jimmy Butler. Is he a good player? Yes. I used to argue with people, Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy. He's a superstar. No, we can't defend him anymore. He is the problem. And I think the problem with Jimmy Butler is he thinks he's better than what he is. In his mind, in Golden State, he may think he's better than Steph Curry at this point. He may want to be the number one guy. Jimmy Butler may think in his mind he deserves to be the number one option on the team, and the team should be built around him. But Jimmy Butler is the problem. We cannot continue to defend him. Jimmy Butler Glaze has been over. Playoff Jimmy has been over. What Jimmy Butler has done in the last couple years in the NBA is, listen, so many guys, the NBA has grown so much, and Jimmy Butler is starting to get lost in the sauce. His body language is terrible, and I agree with those guys. He's looking in Golden State, is not happy. And listen, man, sometimes in life, there's some people that you can't do nothing to make them happy. It's all on them. So Jimmy Butler got what he wanted. You got the big contract, you got the money, you getting to play alongside Steph Curry and Draymond Green, and you still don't seem happy. So we can't continue to keep defending Jimmy Butler. I don't know what Golden State needs to do, but they need to get away from Jimmy Butler. I think these scenarios, I'm going to say it again, he's the common denominator. He is the problem, and no one should be defending him anymore. Enough is enough. Jimmy Butler needs to just, listen, fix your attitude, fix your mindset, but it just seems like you can't do nothing to make him happy. So what he's doing right now at this point is proving Pat Riley in the Miami Heat's point. sorry, I can't defend Jimmy Butler no more over the Jimmy Butler thing. And Golden State, it looked like, Lord have mercy. Steve Kerr looked like he aged about 9 years in that little clip. And it looks like it's from having to deal with Jimmy Butler, Flea.
Damn. Flea, what are your thoughts? I know you have, just your outlook on things, and Golden State Warriors being the last dynasty in the NBA, probably one of the along with the Kansas City Chiefs, major dynasty in sports and American sports. What are your thoughts on Jimmy Butler? You've been on this wave about Jimmy Butler. Look at his eyes. He can't wait. Yeah, hold on.
He has.
He can't wait. You go ahead. Please. The floor is
regular
yours.
fucking weed. Regular Babbage.
Wow.
Y'all heard me talking about tray bags and schnickels the other day, right? Pull Jimmy out of there with the seeds and stems. I'm sick of that nigga, man. I'm sick of that nigga, man. I'm sick of the narrative. I'm sick of the coming into a locker room, and the initial feeling, right, is relief. The initial feeling is like, damn, it's great to have Jimmy Butler. But it's almost like the bad bitch with the fat ass, and she just got a nasty attitude. The sex is great for the first week, but bitch, you got to go home now. You're annoying. And that's what it is with this nigga. He's annoying now. Go home. Go home, nigga. Go home. Go home. You are aging out. You're not helping them win. They got a young team, and so I thought like him in a relationship with Buddy Hield is gonna be dope and it's cool. He's inciting trust and confidence in the Buddy Hield. What the fuck is Buddy Hield doing this year? I haven't heard Buddy Hield's name one time this year. I don't think that team gets held accountable enough. And I'm talking about, when I say the team, I'm gonna boil it down to Steph Curry. Get my brothers on the screen because I want to see how they react, their facial expressions when they react to this, though. Fabian, OG, these niggas don't get held accountable. And I'm talking about Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Steve Kerr. Everybody gets their feet held to the fire. Everybody has a billion segments on LeBron James. Everybody has a billion segments on Kevin Durant. Everybody has a bunch of segments when they are underachieving or not performing up to snuff, or their teams are not performing. LeBron could be great, but when the team struggles, you got to talk about what he's not doing and what he could be doing. Same thing with Kevin Durant. Why doesn't Steph Curry get the same treatment? You got to treat the guy the same way. Whether he's doing great, whether he's not, whether the numbers are great, whether they're not. We're talking about the wins and loss column right now. We're talking about how these guys look right now. That team is under 500. They are underperforming. They are the 8th seed in that Western Conference, which is a gauntlet. Think you're going to hit a stride in the second half of the season and figure out how to become a top 4 seed. You're not. The top 4 seeds are too good. OKC is better than you. Denver is better than you. Houston right now, better than you. San Antonio, I don't know. We just saw them. When they get it rolling, they may be better than them. And now you in the mix with other teams like Minnesota, like whoever else. I can't even think of
the Lakers. Phoenix is playing good basketball.
Phoenix, all those other teams, you're going to be in
Portland
the mix
just
with
beat
them. Portland just beat them. Right? So all I'm saying is that they don't get talked about enough in terms of holding their feet to the fire for what they have. They have the best coach in the NBA, from what a lot of people say. They have Steph Curry, who Fabian just said is still playing at an all-star level, an MVP level. Draymond Green, from his mouth, is still the best defender in the league, from his mouth. And Jimmy Butler just begged to get maxed out or just get a big contract. They paid him. The numbers say he's playing well. Jimmy's averaging over 20 a game, I think. The numbers say he's playing well. But when I watch them, they look out of sync. They don't look together. They don't look like they're playing for anything. I watched Minnesota the other night. No Ant-Man.
Yeah, I seen that game.
They put the ball in Julius Randle's hands. Randle tore their ass up all night. But when it was money time, when it was winning time, Dante DiVincenzo brought them home. And they could do nothing with him. He hit big shot after big shot after big shot. Big shout out to my boy Dallas. He says that's a cold white boy. That's a cold ass white boy. He put them away. And we've been watching Golden State get put away by several different teams this year, by several different guys. So I just feel like they're not held accountable. Draymond Green could go into the All-Star game last year or whatever it was when they got Jimmy. We winning the championship. Y'all remember that? He got on the podium on TNT and said, we winning the championship this year. What the fuck did they do in the playoffs last year? Did they make the playoffs last year?
Yeah, they lost. They beat the Rockets and they lost to the.
Yeah, they lost in the second round.
And they lost in the second round. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. That's not championship.
Still not good enough.
Still not good enough. Still not fucking good enough.
They got hurt, and there's no excuses. I just think Steph Curry, to your point, Flea, where he doesn't get enough smoke. I don't think guys like him, Dirk Nowitzki, there's certain dudes that they're not real vocal leaders, and I don't see him being that leader off the court. But Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler are supposed to be that. You double down on the Draymond Green thing. Kevin Durant refused to go over there for whatever reason, which would have to be Draymond Green. I don't want to hear your mouth. I don't want to be around y'all. I don't want to be around this because that guy's there. And that is the critique. The major critique about Draymond Green is that you got KD up out of there. Because if KD stays there and you traded Draymond Green, this whole thing is different. No matter what anybody says, Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. And a lot of this blame has to go down to Draymond Green. You can't be the big mouth, somehow finagle your way, manipulate your way into Steve Kerr's good graces, Steph Curry's good graces. You got two different owners, Bob Myers, Larry Riley, different general managers. You're the big mouth. You're the guy that. Why aren't you calling out Jimmy Butler and the rest of these dudes? And I'm sure he does it in his own kind of way, but it's not as loud. And you know why? Because your time is coming up. Let's call a spade a spade. Kenya Martin made a great point after their back and forth, and he was talking about it was with the Chris Paul conversation where he said, "Yo, if I'm Chris Paul, I can't really say much. I'm at the end of my career. I can't talk, especially when you got a Tyson Chandler out there who does that job." Well, Draymond, you are that guy. You the big mouth. Where is this at? And it's not working. It's hinged upon Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, and Steph Curry. Two of them guys are not all NBA level guys. Even though Jimmy Butler is 19 points per game, Flea, shooting 50% from the field and 44% from three. Jimmy Butler's, I think, having a career year in three-point shooting. Cool, but like you said, we see beyond the numbers. That shit ain't flowing right. Last year, you had a good run for 2 months, but then what happens with super teams? When you got these three guys, all the success is hinged upon three people, no matter if they're super or not. Bro, once one of them goes down, it's a wrap. And we've seen Golden State reinvent themselves in real time several times over the last decade.
But that all has to do with role players, Fabian. When they won in 15, Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston, Barbosa, Draymond Green, at that point, he wasn't who he is now. All of those guys are all-star level role players, like all-star as role players, not all-stars, but just like top-level role players. 17 and 18 and 19, you could talk about the list of role players that they had on that team. In 22, it's Jordan Poole, it's Andrew Wiggins. Right now, their role players aren't very good. And so now they have to rely on the top heaviness of their roster. And we ain't never seen Steph Curry carry a team. I made that point about him the other day when we was doing a comparison with Kobe Bryant. We've never seen Steph Curry carry a team. So at this point, I don't even know if we really should be surprised that they ain't really good because he can't do that shit.
Especially when you don't play defense like that. Like that's part of the problem too. And hold on, AllBall, because I think Draymond he deserves all the blame for this because you helped create this situation. Like you can't have this much equity go viral every other month, and then you have a podcast and you guys are getting your ass whooped like this. This is awful. And yes, their success is hinged upon, they're reinventing all the role players, but you asked for this. You asked for this, AllBall.
I'm gonna give it a popular opinion that no one talks about, and I think Flea might have alluded to this a while ago. What's the reason for nobody clamoring to go play alongside of Steph Curry if he's this great guy and this great leader? And he's willing to relinquish the throne and allow Kevin Durant and guys to be the best player. There's nobody thirsty to go play with one of the greatest coaches of all time. There's nobody willing to go play alongside of Draymond Green, who everybody considers, the greatest this and this and this and that. Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. When you look at the Golden State Warriors, yeah, you have the success, but what about the dark side? What about what Kevin Durant might have been saying about him and Steve Kerr's relationship? Because they didn't get along. What about Draymond Green and how he treats players? From punching pool to not getting along with a lot of the young players like Kuminga that people don't discuss. Let's talk about what they did to Klay Thompson. For me, it's like we hear rumors of Giannis saying, I want to go to New York, whether it's legit or not, right? But where is the rumors of guys going, I want to go to Golden State and play alongside Steph Curry? We see what he did in the Olympics, and we see the Glaze LeBron and everybody has for him. Kevin Durant said, I don't want to go there. Send me to Phoenix. Send me to Houston. For me, there's something deep pause going on with the Golden State Warriors. And I don't know what it is, but you correctly, people are running from that Golden State Warriors smoke. Yeah, they was a dynasty and won 4 championships. But come on, man. Why is nobody glamoring and thirsty to go play over there? If they're one of the greatest franchises, the most expensive, you have the greatest shooter of all time. Some consider him the greatest point guard of all time. Everybody say you need a Draymond Green on your team. Nobody thirsty to go over there. For me, I agree with both of y'all. This situation is weird. They do deserve a lot more smoke because, they're having a rough season. And it's just uncalled for. And I agree with you to a certain extent with Draymond Green, Fabian, but we cannot ignore Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler has been getting away with murder for a long time now. And the roosters, what do they say? The chickens have come home to roost, or the roof, whatever that shit is. We can't defend Jimmy Butler no more. Everywhere he goes, doesn't go right. Doesn't go right. From Chicago to Minnesota to Philly to Miami to now Golden State. Come on, we can't keep ignoring that. Jimmy Butler is a problem. He just is.
But Flea, I think this is my problem with all this. The same way I defended Draymond and say they can't win, he's in a different class than Derek Fisher and all these dudes. There's a reason for that. You put yourself there. You manipulated your way to having this much power with the most valuable franchise in the NBA. Damn near in sports. No, he deserves all the smoke. Why the hell is Steve Kerr up here? Yo, I'm doing a bad job as a coach. Yeah, because you keep letting this guy run amok and tell you what to do. How come you're not pushing Kuminga to get on the court? You suck anyway. Kuminga is not. He hasn't impressed me that much, but what's wrong with playing him? Everybody wants to play. I think the Spencer kid, Pat Spencer, is all right out there. There's a lot of guys that they have that are now starting to lose some steam. Podemski, all these dudes. Yes, maybe bringing Jimmy Butler was the wrong move, but you signed on for this. Nobody, who else is going to agree to go to Golden State? Kevin Durant agreed not to go to Golden State. Preferably, I'm giving all the smoke to Draymond Green over there in Golden State. Yeah, give it to ownership as well because you guys allowed him to have that much power, but they let it go. Now, this is like you said, the chickens are coming home to roost. You said that beautifully. The big chicken, the big rooster is Draymond Green.
You can't. No. We not. Curry. No. We ain't gonna leave Curry out of that, Fabian. I'm not gonna allow you to do that. No. This is what. But you making Flea's point.
I understand that. I'll take that. I'll take that hit. But if he's never been that guy, he doesn't know how to be that guy. Draymond Green is the guy that's coming out here acting like shitting on Kenya Martin, shitting on everybody because he knows how to run an organization by himself. That's what he's self-proclaiming. That's what it sounds like. So if this is going wrong, this is your fault. Why aren't you front and center like Steve Kerr is taking the blame? The bullets, he should be taking all the bullets, not these dudes. He's the loudmouth.
Well, hold on. I think that all of our superstar level players, right, in the last, let's just say 15 years, fuck it. Let's say 15 years, 20 years. All of those guys you've kind of seen when their back is against the wall, when leadership, vocal leadership is needed, they come out of their shell a little bit and provide it. Whoever you want to name. We saw Kevin Durant go from beloved to sitting next to Russell Westbrook, protecting him in press conferences. We saw Kobe Bryant go from mild-mannered to the villain in press conferences. We saw Shaq go from the goofy nigga in Orlando to in LA almost knocking Brad Miller's head off his shoulders and in interviews talking about it's the fucking refs. You remember that? And like, so we've all saw like when guys go through a certain change and they get out of character a little bit for the betterment of the team. I've never seen Steph Curry make a sacrifice, come out of his shell a little bit and say, yo, Draymond got to be fucking better than that, man. Yo, Jimmy Butler's not playing up to snuff right now. Like, he didn't even speak up for the whole Kevin Durant situation. How that
he don't speak. He don't speak. Period.
But and I'm with you. But my point is, at some point, you have to. You don't have to be like create this this new illusion of who you are. But when certain situations call for you to roll your sleeves up and get a little dirty, you got to do that sometimes. You are the best player on the team, and you allow your running mate to run a fucking muck. There's a reason why that team is not structured right. Everybody can say what they want about Jordan Poole. At the end of the day, Jordan Poole was a catalyst for why they won in 2022. You can say what you want about the kid. He's not mentally tough. He ain't this,
major
ain't
role,
that.
Major role for that championship run.
Come on, OG. Whatever you want to say about that kid played lights out that season and that playoffs for them to help them win. You can't bring in no more role players because people are wondering, can I play next to this dude? Is this dude even good enough to punch me in my face and it be okay? Like at that time, was he even still good enough to punch a nigga in the face and then keep him on the roster because he's going to help them win? Get the fuck out of here with that. He ain't good enough no more to walk around with his dick in his hand like he doing something. Get this nigga out of here. Steph, speak up, bro. He's not helping you win no more.
Yeah,
replace him.
For me, you can't be considered the greatest point guard ever. You can't be in talks of the likes of Jordan and LeBron and all of these guys. You know, we all agree he's probably top 3, one of the greatest game changers. Whoever y'all want to have that list with, Mike and Kobe, AI and him and like he's in there when we talk about influence. He changed the whole. We cannot glaze you and put you in all of these conversations. And then when it's time for you to hold yourself and your team accountable, you're quiet. No, he has to take some blame. Fabian, I agree with you. Draymond Green and Kerr get some blame, but Curry has to get blame. And that's the point that I think Flea is making, is that the whole basketball world, when Golden State is going up in flames, it just seems like Curry gets no smoke literally at all. And it's like, yo, respect does Draymond Green have for you? The role of Kevin Durant. What's Jordan Poole in the face? To allow the organization to just do Klay Thompson dirty. Are you sure your protector even has any type of respect for you? Because if they have respect, I have respect for my brothers. So I'm never going to do nothing to hurt them. Draymond, what you have been doing, the organization has hurt Curry. But in Flea's point, Curry, what are you doing? What are you going to say? What action are you going to take? Enough is enough. He can't continue to just hide on the radar and keep hiding if we're going to have him at this level. And when we talk about all the greats, we bring his name up. Okay, we're going to do that? Bro, you got to get the smoke. You got to get the smoke. We talk about Kobe and Jordan and all their mishaps. We already know what comes with that. The same thing has to happen with you. Bro, you had an opportunity to win 5, 6, 7 championships. You had an opportunity to be one of the greatest teams to ever exist. You had an opportunity to probably go to 10 championships. But you allow cancer to just ruin all of that. You have nothing to say? He has to get blamed too, and nobody discusses it. And just like the Kawhi thing with certain players, I don't mean to bring that up. It just seems like with certain players, everybody's just afraid to speak the truth or to give an opinion. Flea, I don't get it.
But I think that's that's what happens when you're smart about not speaking and being so bold and loud. And I understand what y'all are saying. Clearly, Steph Curry's going to get most of the pie, the percentage of the credit when they win. He's the face of the organization, so he should be blamed when they're not doing well. I can concede a bit on that one, but there's no way I'm giving Draymond that much credit for winning. They don't win without him. That's how I feel. So guess what? They ain't losing like this without you either, bro. You're part of the reason why this is going down. He's the big mouth. There's no way around this. What you do is anytime everybody knows when there's a crew, they all yapping, it's the big mouth. You punch in the mouth. That's the guy. Oh, bang, knock him out. All these guys all of a sudden, they starting to show, let's start knocking him around a little bit on the court. There's been a couple incidents this year where they're like, let's get Draymond started. He's gonna unravel. Same thing with Jimmy Butler. They're both big mouths, but Draymond signed up for this. He's the guy who pushed to become the leader and face of this organization, or one of them. I can never, if you're gonna be this responsible for it. I think he said something like that, like me and Jimmy got to play better, and they should explore trading me. Instead, no, you didn't sound like Steve Kerr did. And again, Flea always says this, bro. You never sound like you're really sorry. You really punched Jordan Poole in the face and said, "Yo, who leaked the tape though?" Like this is the guy who he is. So when it comes to being accountable, I don't think Steph Curry lacks accountability in his mind. That guy goes out there and he's still super duper nice. Bro, you're a bum at this point. You have no reason to be having a podcast. You have the balls to have a podcast, and you suck. You suck. Forget the team. You suck. You don't make the impact that you do. So when you talking like that, it's like, nah, I want smoke for you, bro, because you be talking mad shit about Cat. You got something to say about everybody around the league except your ass, your own ass. Josh, I gotta fucking pause everything now. But that's how I feel. I'm with y'all. The stars, they've always gotten that. And another point, Flea, great point. All the superstars became vocal. Even Jordan, when he first came to the league, he couldn't be too vocal about the cocaine circus. Them old dudes was like, bro, my little man, either you went on in or stay the fuck out the room. He knew, all right, these guys are older than me. Then when it was time to give him the reins, he was a lot more vocal. We all know this. But Kobe, none of these guys, I don't recall him having to deal with a teammate like a Draymond Green who has that much power and he ain't even nice. And Steph Curry did allow that. Steve Kerr did allow that. But the reality is you have to now, to your point, Steph Curry got to make that step up and be like, yo, bro, it's been nice. I love you, but it's time to trade you for Giannis. We got to get you up out of here.
My last point is front office need to take some blame too. I remember when they won the championships that they light years ahead of everybody. Remember, they got to stick up their you-know-what too. They think they better than what they are too. So the front office needs to take a little blame as well. Just allowing this mess and this nonsense to go on. I think the Golden State Warriors, when it's all said and done, it's a mess over there. And it's flying under the radar, Flea. You are correct. Along with Steph Curry, front office Kerr, they all need to be looked at and they all need to get some type of smoke. Because I don't know what the hell is going on over there. I really don't. But the front office, they got a little ahead of themselves as well.
My last couple comments for the evening. That email leaked from Joe Lacob responding to one of the fans. I guess it was the Golden State fans, right? Mm-hmm. And like we talked about showing Dolan love, right? When he stepped out the way and he's earned the right to get acknowledgement. Somebody in the comments said, just a little acknowledgement. OG said, just a little acknowledgement. Fair. Dolan has earned a level of acknowledgement for the trajectory that the Knicks are going on right now. But Joe Lacob has earned some smoke from them fans, from the NBA. Because think about this, y'all. The GM who was a part of orchestrating, putting that dynasty together, moving pieces, going to get Durant, doing all of that, and gets up to the point and just says, I'm out, y'all. I'm out. See y'all later. Nobody talks about Bob Myers deciding to move on and not move on to another job. This nigga went and got on TV, and now he's doing some whole other shit that don't have nothing to do, right? Don't have nothing to do with the game of basketball. So I'm trying to figure out, like, there's a lot of dicey and funny shit going on over there. Still have no clue who leaked that tape of Draymond punching Jordan Poole, and nobody even seems to care who leaked it. That doesn't happen in organizations. How many times do you think niggas
dog side for it, bro?
Right. How many times you think niggas get in fights in 30 NBA teams, y'all? Keep it a buck. 30 NBA teams. How often do you think fights happen between grown men? This shit happens all the time. That tape gets leaked. Come on, y'all.
So somebody wants his ass out of there. They've been wanting him out of there.
Come on, y'all. Come on. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, from the top down they need some smoke. They need some smoke. Because there's no way you let Bob Myers walk out the door. You allow Kevin Durant to walk out the door. To keep Draymond Green? Get the fuck out of here. I'm done. I'm done. Wrap us, Ray. Wrap us up, baby. To keep Draymond. Oh, man. You got to be kidding me.
Listen, man.
Fucking kidding me.
Steph Curry got to just play that. So just give him a little hint real quick. Boom, speakers blurring, music blurring. Hit that before I let go. Draymond, let me talk to you for a second. Boom, boom. You gonna walk in the office, Steve Kerr's in there. Bob Myers all of a sudden pops up in there. Listen, man. It's been great. I love you and all that. He gotta go. He needs an intervention. He gotta go. And before we go, JR. Always in the comments, always showing love. Another member has been added to the institution, the AllBall family. Major props, major bombs. Real quick, AllBall's old. He hates that I extend this a little longer. I ain't pausing nothing, Flea. I'm 43. Dropping a bomb for all the members. AllBall TV family. That's right. Love y'all, man. If it wasn't for y'all, I don't know what we'd be doing. I don't know how long ago I would have gave up. If I ain't see this YouTube, if it wasn't going, it wasn't Flea, if it wasn't going up.
OG not even gonna do the thumbs up. He said, nah, y'all niggas is bugging. I'm not doing it.
Tomorrow night, the game starts at 7, so we'll have a little bit of time to jump on and, a little relaxed effort. We should be on probably around 9:15, 9:30 when the game ends. The Knicks play the Indiana Pacers. They're at Indiana. Looks like the whole team is resting because them bum-ass Pacers ain't looking too good out there.
We wasting our time, or should we put all our effort in getting ready for Philly for that live?
We got a lot of stuff to chop up on this video, so Tori B would tell us, yo, you know what Tori B would say? Shout out Tori B. She immediately hit me in the DM the other episode. She was like, yo, man, go get some rest. If the game is at 8:30, stop playing. Shout out to Tori B, another AllBall TV member. AllBall just said, should we even go on after the game?
We do what Mike Bryan is doing with our guys. Listen, what game should we low manage versus Indiana, please, and get ready for Philly?
I don't want to lose against Indy, but I mean,
it's a high possibility we're gonna lose. We ain't gonna play nobody. We willing to throw that away, guys. Get some rest because I think Brian is being smart and understanding Philly. Remember, they legit. We can laugh and joke all we want. They got a backcourt. They got a nice supporting cast. It's at home, and we know Philly is our nemesis. So get us out of here. Get them thumbs up, man. Lord have mercy. But you know what? No. We come on and give y'all 30, 40 minutes. We ain't giving y'all no 2 hours with no fucking Indiana and nobody playing.
Nah.
Listen, man. Y'all keep hitting that membership button because the whole ball got 30, 40 minutes for you. What y'all talking about? Tomorrow night.
He gonna do the thumbs up.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.